Oh, Charles and me, about to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down, one volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me, we're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer, turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down, one volume, one tone. Dude, I wish everybody could see the dance that I invented for the theme song, Charles. Only you could see that.
It might be a good thing. It might be a good thing.
It was amazing. It was HOTTOGO.
You know, I think that we should get Sarah in here in the green room one night and we'll have her watch and evaluate.
Oh, she's always evaluating, that lady. She's a lady of evaluations. Oftentimes we'll discuss the list of my failure to meet expectations. But hey, it's okay. At least we have time to talk.
I think all our wives have a similar list.
You know what? It's fine. It's called the love list, Charles.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, because they love to read the list.
Ah, very good.
It's fine.
Well,
Okay, hold on.
It's Friday night. It's 8:00
It is.
Central. Wherever you are, I don't care.
Oh, it's 6:00 here, dude, in
6
Pacific time
Pacific.
out here in California.
And that means it's
California.
9 p.m. Eastern. So
I never get that. I always get that wrong because I lived in Hawaii for a long time, and Hawaii doesn't observe it, but they're 3 hours the other direction. So I was 6 hours from my dad who lived in Maine or still lives in Maine. Anyway, yeah, I always get that wrong. But yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
well, see, my reference is 9 hours ahead from here to Germany.
Great. Now we're bringing in that whole side of the globe. You know how I'm a typical American. You know how uneducated I am in geography? It's terrible. You know, you shouldn't even show American people maps because you can just show them MapQuest. That's all we can do.
And that was all started with the statement of it is 8:00 Central. It's time for Guitar Safari.
What up, y'all? Sorry, we just went off on the
buddy, how are you?
Yo, we're good. Right, you want to go through the list?
Let's set up the chat and see how quickly we can not go through it.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
All right, we got Herb of Fireside Studio, and you know, first in the chat, the one thing I want to say before you do anything, before you make any noise, before you do something,
the hammer. I was going to introduce the hammer of judgment.
As long as it's not MC. All right,
it's a salt shaker, but it's so good. This is the hammer of judgment. Clunk, clunk. So anyway.
The one thing I want to say about Herb Fireside Studios, every Friday when I post the show,
right?
Herb is always posting it up on Facebook.
Oh man,
you know, I half the time I don't even put it up on my own Facebook, right? But Herb every week religiously is putting it up on Facebook. Herb, thank you so much.
No, thank you, Herb. I boycotted Facebook.
Herb has another video that is out today about how to play by yourself on YouTube and how to use different things. I haven't had the opportunity to look at it yet.
Oh, I'm going to go see it for
very interesting. And given Herb's previous videos, I'm loving that he's doing the long form thing now. And it is something that each and every one of you should go check out.
Totally. It takes a lot of effort, and we're so glad that you're doing it. And we should do a Hollow Flash collaboration, my friend, because I'm ready to hollow and flash. Hollow. Yeah, buddy.
Why do I think it's more about the flash than the hollow for you?
A little bit of flash, a little bit of hello. But yeah, I want to do that on a some kind of little hip, maybe even a 7-string guitar. God knows what you do with that other string, but somebody uses it. Not me.
Yeah, of course we got Paul McNary, one of the coolest guys,
and all the
out
cats
there in the chats.
No cats. No cats tonight, Paul? Just a bunch of cool people hanging out with you?
Just a
All
bunch of
right.
cool people.
I get it. It's cooler
And
than
we
my
got
friends.
Vox Guitar Rocks hanging out, asking what's up, everybody.
You know what? When you're a good bass player, your hand doesn't look like it's moving. You know what I mean? It's just it looks like it's just doing that. It doesn't look like you don't do none of this unless you're like going like really going off. But really good bass players, you look over and you're like, "Are you even moving your hand, dude? Will you wake up?" And they're asleep, but it's the best groove ever.
And we have new YouTube sensation Edward Nugent Jr. You know, this guy's been
What?
on
Is
more
it Brother Ed? It's Brother Ed. Hammer of
more
Justice.
812 channel meetings than I've been. And he unveiled his guitar he won off a fret knot last night. And
I love that name.
very nice guitar. Also, he turned me on to a channel that I'll probably be talking about later tonight, unless he beats me to it.
Okay, that's
Which
great.
he very
Fret
well.
knot. Fret knot. That's funny. I love it.
And we got Eddie Fay saying, "Hola, musicians, one and all."
Eddie was Eddie that was talking about you had the moan nut had you cut the slots and then they were too high. It's either you or Steve. We were chit-chatting the other night. That's terrible. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. And Steve, we got Steve Reeser with us. Hello there, Steve.
So Steve, it was either because I think it might have been Steve. Because we could chit chat a little bit about that because that is the thing, man. You want to make sure that the nut is brought all the way down to where like you can like it literally should be like half of the width of the string out of the nut, right?
Mhm.
Maybe a little bit less than half, like to where it's just sitting on that nut and suspended and especially on the E string, it shouldn't be in this big crevice. And if it is, it's okay. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like high-end custom perfect. And if you're doing it yourself, you might as well just do it down to where it's like really good. And I know you can get it there. You just have to file it down slowly. Take your time.
Nice.
And polish it. We got to polish it out. And we went over the different grits already.
So you want to polish it so you don't get the snags, right?
Well, you want to polish it so it looks beautiful. Like a bone nut will, I mean, a lot of them when they're unpolished and unfinished, which most fenders nowadays come unfinished, as far as polished, you can polish it out to have a glorious, glowing, glassy finish, and it should look beautiful. If you look like a high-end guitar or a Presley custom, I can pull one down. That's what you're looking at is a.
Well, I see. So as with anything else you're polishing, don't rub it out too hard.
Oh gosh. Well, you know, I try not to rub it out too hard.
Oh. Well, welcome in Wayne McConnell saying hello to all the peeps. And we got
Wayne?
Ben Coombs.
Holy, Ben Coombs is in the house, dude. We appreciate you, brother Ben.
And early in the chat order.
Whoa, you know, super early.
And we got, of course, his arch nemesis, Michael Cross.
Are they battling now? I figured there was only a matter of time before it became a East Coast, West Coast situation.
What he says, it's going to be an all-out war.
It will be a war. There'll be, you know, and the war will consist of them flicking picks at each other from across a bar.
There'll be Dan Electro spread across the nation. And we got Brian from Searching with Tone saying hello to everybody.
Oh shoot. I don't have the tone thing, but I got you beat on the first part, Ben. Searching for tone.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know. Terrible.
Yeah, moderator to the stars, Terry 3Gs. Can't wait to see what his next project is going to be.
I'm sorry, Ben. Terry 3Gs, his next thing, he's doing a 14-string ukulele baritone drop D tuna. That's what I heard.
Lap steel on top of it all.
Yeah, it might have been Sherman that told me that, but that's just the word on the street, you know, and the street can be weird.
There you go. And we got Time Surfing Alien, the guy with the coolest avatar in all of YouTube.
We love it. We love it. Bring it. Send me a poster.
And Ryan O81 too. Him and his boys had a great show the other night. It was almost a shame that it ended because it was that good.
They were shredding, changing keys.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. some nights it's funny. Some nights I sit down and I feel like, man, I could totally hang with those boys. I could. I
I'm
seriously.
glad
Some
you
I'm
do,
not
'cause I
even.
couldn't.
I'm sure. But then there's other nights that I sit down and I'll put on something in the wrong key that I'm just unfamiliar with or whatever,
Mhm.
and then I just remind myself how at moments how badly I can fail, and I'll be like, unless they give me those tracks 2 days ahead of time, you give me those tracks or you give me the keys of the tracks 2 days ahead of time, I'm with you, bud.
I'm
But if you
telling
throw
you,
some,
they've already made that challenge and said they would do that. They would give you the tracks, both them and Quentin James.
that's
Have
great, because
both
if they
had
do
a
that, I
couple
need to
singles. Yeah,
actually then take them up on that thing, because I
yeah.
think it'd be very fun to participate. Because when you do, dude, well, I'll tell you this: we were talking earlier about just being able to play and just that being
Mhm,
feeling where you're not that comfortable yet, and like being able to entertain others, right? I know
mhm.
this: you give me the right backing track in like a E or A minor or E minor, whatever, basic good key for with a Pink Floyd style backing track. I'll hang with the boys because I
There you
got
go.
that style. I got those licks. I don't have the fast skibbly bobblies. I don't have the 4 notes per string. Those kind of runs don't got it. I don't have it in my deal yet.
Well, this next guy, Dwight Bailey, the hitman, he has it all.
He does have 4 notes per string, right, Dwight? Don't
No,
you?
sure. If you're
I know. I
not
mean, like he
watching
knows
Dwight,
the.
to get into our topic a little bit, if you're not watching Dwight, you need to be.
Well, he's one of the ones everybody's got Dwight on there
Yeah.
on their watch list. I
Well,
think.
there's maybe some newer folks that don't realize.
What's What's really funny is that we've got Dwight here, we've got Ben here, we've got other big, we've got Brian here, we've got other like most of our people, a lot of our people are big, pretty big YouTubers. They're like
Oh
very, they're
yeah.
successful at it. 367 baby, 367 baby, entertaining the world at 367. Now I think the boast should be about how few you can have. Are you able to kick out subscribers, Charles? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure about that. I haven't
Because if
ever
you
thought
can,
about
it'd
it.
be fun. I bet everybody would want to subscribe if Presley only has 350. And you can try, you can got it, and then I'll look through my thing and I'll kick somebody else out. And if you make it into that 350 or 400, we'll keep it at 400. That way I never get monetized.
Starting to sound like the Hunger Games.
Right. Yeah. You gotta show you're faithful to
Well, the West
stay.
Coast is here with us. Hit Metalworks. Hello there, Ken. How are you doing?
What is hip?
We got Matt and McCollum Music, who has been, oh my God, he's got this lap steel with two Bender keys on it, and he's hooking it up to all kinds of things and making all kinds of sounds.
I think I
That
stumbled
guy is
across
a
a
mad
store.
scientist of music. I'm just
Wow.
telling you.
Well, lap steel make anybody cry. You get it right. It's just a great thing to know how to do and to have the equipment. You'll stay employed.
Mhm.
You know.
Well,
Yep.
Austria is here. We are joined by Martin of L&M Guitar Corner.
Another very successful, wonderful
Is it fun?
channel on the watch list.
Yeah. And
367.
talking of new and up and coming channels, we got Tony Yeager here with us.
Yes, that's
And
another one.
guy's off to a great start. You got some great
Another great
content
name.
there, a lot of fun.
Yep, good name, entertaining. What's Tone Yeager's first name again? I don't remember because I'm terrible.
You would say that, and then the minute you say it, it
Fine.
drops
I
out of
get
my
it. I know, because there's so many people, and then I have all these students at school. I've
Mhm.
got like, because I work in both special ed and I help with the regular kids too, and there's like a bunch of, I mean, with the other kids, there's just too many names, and I got all these kids that all know my last name because it's easy.
Well, Terry, here we're all in the middle position.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Hello
in
there,
2 or
Marcia
4.
Murray.
Normally, when I'm playing with these little kids at School of Rock, that any kid that has a Strat has these cheap pickups. Usually, I'm like, keep it in 2 or 4, please. Because if not, it's just please, just 2 or 4. Just live there. Just live there when you're in this room. I should have a little sign that has like this, or a picture of a humbucker. Like it's
Well, we
because
got brother William De Silva with us, and he just swooped up a killer Range Master treble booster.
Range
And he
Master
met up with a
treble
guy
booster
locally that makes
pedal.
them,
It's
right?
a
And that's
pedal.
Boy Electron. Nasty Boy Electronics is very legit. Check him out if you ever need a killer fuzz. He's on Reverb.
Oh, perfect. So
there
it's
you
a custom-made fuzz.
And
All
William is a guy of discriminating taste, I'm telling you. So,
That's great. So I
He
got
says
like
he's
Searching
good.
for Tone, Addicted to Gear, Ben Coombs. This is just the top of my list, right? Scar My Guitar. Loved Sean's channel.
Oh, yeah.
Scar My Guitar. Like, yes, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Texas Toast. Love Texas Toast.
I wouldn't, it wasn't for Texas Toast, I wouldn't be fabric topping. I'm just saying.
Wow. Wow. You said that to me. I said, wow. That is not not bullshit. That's amazing, dude, because those guys are very inspiring.
That was where I went to check it out. They were doing the most of them, and I watched every one of their fabric topping videos. Then I came up with what I do.
Yeah,
right?
I love that. I love that very much. Like, that's one of the things I want to say for Sean at Scar My Guitar. You inspired me, and I pushed forward a little bit in some ways. Then everybody.
Sean is a very inventive guy with a lot of skill, and it's not afraid to put it out there.
Yeah, I got to give him one of these.
He's not afraid to take a risk. Guy builds guitar, the neck, everything.
He's just real. Builds everything. He does it. He's just real, which is great.
So we got Bo, Guitar Man 45, with us.
You know what? I take it as Sean is the kind of guy that you could be real good friends with, and then you could have something that you don't get along about, and then just be totally like fine with it. Like, right? Oh, dude, I get it. I know. I'd be like, dude, I'm not going to argue with you, brother. I mean, like, you're doing push-ups. Anyway, I'm just saying that he seems like comes off as cool. Dylan's Talks Tones on my list.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got Ian's Guitar Shack, who's a relatively new channel here. And he's another one of those guys, experimenting with all different kinds of things, wanting to meet up with other people and share music with them and do collaboration projects. I found his channel to be really interesting, found him to be really interesting. So if you're not watching there, go check that out.
Ian, do you also have a store? Is it, I mean, because the name just sounds to me like it's a store.
Shack.
Yeah.
One of the things that Ian will do, though, right away up front, you get to know him. He's like, okay, you have permission to use all my stuff.
Oh, wow. That's great. The music, you can use his music, and you can.
That's right. Blanket share. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. You have all my permission to do that.
Right. Right.
Of course, we got Scott Brackway, the pedal scientist there. Mad genius, Mr. 1K Pot.
Wait, so Scott's been building pedals? I'm sorry.
He rebuilds pedals, right? He restores pedals. It's not working, he fixes them,
Right. Well, Scott is another famous freaking YouTuber out there. 14,000 subscribers.
Let's see. People keep coming, We got Patrick Trites. Hello there, Patrick. How you doing?
The way it should be. He's hanging out with you. He's hanging out with me.
We got BC Rich 581, the best bass channel on YouTube, I'm telling you.
We were saying earlier, BC, you probably heard the whole thing. I was going to say too much, but your hand ain't moving if you're playing good.
And we got Christopher Live Sawa. Sawa, get in touch with me. We need to get you on the chatting with Charles, buddy.
Okay. Yes, we do. Christopher Live Sawa needs to be on chatting with Charles. And BC Rich 581, Crazy Train is fun to play on bass.
And we got brother Joe McGraw with us. Hello there, Joe. How you doing?
What up, dude? What up? Did not know that, BC. It's so much fun on bass. Anyway, yeah.
Dang, there you go. Brother Trev is with us. Hello there, how you doing, my friend?
What up, Trev?
He is like the guru of StreamYard and everything else, running channels left and right. He is
running them.
Producer extraordinaire.
As soon as I get up to 420, that's where we should lock it out, Charles. 420, I'm locking the door, and people are getting kicked out from there.
Well, Ben, funny you should say it, because Ben Combs raised his hand to be kicked out.
Ben, you're first. You and my mom She's been on my nerves because she keeps unsubscribing and then resubscribing, and I know it's her.
Want to say hello to John Shane? Great show with Ryan the other night. I'm always amazed watching John Shane work out something on a guitar in real time. The other night they did a track that they hadn't done before in a key. In a key
That's
that
what I'm
maybe
saying. In a
wasn't
key
used to.
that's
And just the thought process and watching him work his way through it was really amazing.
Yeah, brother. Those are the so if you those my heart. I like being able to just go, "Oh, I hate this. Stop." Search, instead of having to, because I mean, eventually I can find the notes and I'll find what scale it's in, but it could be a minute. And I have had it happen maybe once, maybe more than once, that where you get through like the whole song, like the 4 minutes of backing track, and you still haven't really nailed the key, and you're like, oh God, that was terrible. But then you look it up and it's something, weird, some kind of weird.
Well, we got Earl Coli with us asking what we're drinking. I'm running on coffee fumes here from work earlier.
It's terrible. We're not going to impress you tonight, Earl. Tonight's a terrible night. Because here's the thing, man. I got to be honest with you. I love drinking beer, like 1 or 2 beers. Not overdoing it and having a couple beers, and and they taste great and all that. But then I feel crappy. I feel like bloated, and like I feel like 3 times fatter than I actually am, and I'm a little bit fat. So when I feel like 3 times fatter, I feel fat, right? And so if I don't drink beer, especially, I don't know about other alcohol because I don't mess with it. I just don't like it. Harder alcohol. So I don't know, man. It just makes me bloated. And although I enjoy it so much, but then I'm just like, so tonight I'm drinking
Hobo Roadie, who is the wild man on the YouTube chats. I'm just telling you, you have a conversation with Hobo Roadie, you never forget it.
I love it. He knows a lot of stuff. I mean, if he's turning knobs, like nobody knows.
Oh yeah, some of them money.
He's a twiddler. He can twiddle the twaddle. Twiddle the twaddle. Go full throttle. That's what I do when I twiddle the twaddle.
Joe, you're too kind, my friend. You are too kind, my friend. Thank you.
Oh, we got a super chat. Super chat, $1,100.
He was just saying, we need to get my subs up, and I appreciate that. But let's take this back to our topic, right? Because we kind of been alluding to it as we went through the chat, right?
Yeah.
And so it's that idea. We're a nice little tight knit community here, and we all watch each other's channels. But then that begs the question of who else are you watching, right? Who are the other great YouTube channels out there that some
most
of us
importantly
don't know about, some maybe it's a guilty pleasure,
right?
Maybe it's something that's completely new. I know that when Brian Searching for Tone showed up, a whole bunch of channels that I'd never heard of before came into my realm.
That happened for me too. A bunch of but most importantly, we want to know who has the best beard.
Who has the best beard?
Isn't that what YouTube's all about? Right? Guitar YouTube's simply about showing off your beard ability. That's all it's about. Although you shaved, Charles, you had to go to court, didn't you?
No,
you went to court.
Every once in a while at work, if I don't shave, they start looking at me funny.
Homeowners Association meeting? It was just work, you say?
There's an interesting little current running through the chat, right? Starting here, and I want to share this with you. BC Rich says Seth is half Meatloaf, half Leslie West. To which Ben answers saying is, are you saying he's fat?
I'm a little bit fat. That's all right. I mean, I've had skinnier times in my life. The thing is, I exercise. I eat.
And then Hip Metalworks comes into it with a higher than average body mass index. Ben can't say fat.
I mean, that's so offensive. At least I do have a jawline and like I have like a collarbone still. I mean, but I could get in better. I've been in better shape. The problem with being in really good shape for most of my life is I was in really good shape. And then when it goes to hell, everybody's like, oh, what happened? You're like, oh, just because I'm a normal freaking human now? Look at you. You've been a normal human the whole time. I mean, I was superhuman for a while, and now you're going to fault me for just being kind of Normal? Anyway, so I'm not ripped anymore. That's the thing. What are you going to do?
So Joe is an interesting question. Charles, have you done a Paisley cover? That would be cool, or Clapton telecapping. Well, if you look
Oh,
over my shoulder over here, no,
nope.
over
That's,
there,
yeah, there you go.
that one there.
Same one I had.
The very first fabric top I did was
Ooh.
that Paisley LP Junior. So, and then I did that same Paisley on a Telecaster for you.
And then one of my best friend's daughter, she plays guitar. I built her this yellow guitar, and she came up to the one I had the store in Sausalito and had all the guitars. And I was like, choose anything you want if you want to take it. Of course, she loved yours the most. And since it was family, I was like, you know what? As long as if it ever goes anywhere, it comes back to me. I said, I'll keep the yellow one, and keep this one forever, whatever. And now she has it. Kind of want it back. Kind of want it back though. It is a great guitar.
See, I love this. I love a topic like this because I knew the chat is going to come to the rescue and give us things that we should be looking at. BC Rich says one of his guilty pleasures is a channel on guitar repair out of Ukraine by Tanya, and I'm not even guessing that last name.
I love it. It's Shopchick or something. I love Tonya Shopchick.
Shapachuk. Right?
She's amazing.
And so now I want to go look, right? I want to go see what is it about this that's grabbing his attention.
When you see what she does, Charles, know this. That was what went on around me at work for 4 years. That was the head luthier at my job got all those jobs because she does. If the thing is completely ripped to shreds, if an elephant stomped on the top of the guitar, if she can fix amazingly destroyed stuff, and because of her filming sequence, makes it seem fast. I mean, of course, it's fast if it's in a YouTube short, but things that take days and weeks, she puts into a short, which is amazing. So good.
Well, Time Surfing Alien agrees with BC Rich. He says he loves Tanya's channel as well. So there you go.
We got an educated family here that just all know their stuff.
And BC Rich says there's another amp repair channel out of LA, Fazio Electric Amp Repair.
Fazio. I get one guy like a Dr. D Lab.
I keep waiting for JP Page 2 to start doing amp repair videos.
That'd be great. I mean, I guess it's a niche thing because most people don't really want to get into repairing their own amps because it's been, it's kind of taboo, man. You don't open up your amp unless you don't want it to work anymore. Other than just the tubes. Excuse me.
Herb is coming clean here. I find myself watching Random Adventures 2.0, which is a camping channel, and Steve Wallace, which is another camping channel, and Joe Gilder for Studio One.
I was hoping we'd go a little bit off of just only guitar YouTube because I love that. Because YouTube, we all have something that we love other than, if it's fishing or kayaking or whatever, and I watch surfing.
Well, if I want to watch some guy mess around with a race car or hang glide, I just go over there.
Over to Presley's channel. Those are all very old videos, but thank you. I think you have found my old channel. So I haven't deleted my old channel, which is kind of an archive of my life at the time that I was working at DreamWorks Animation and made a ton of money and just afforded. And even before that, when I was a semi-pro hang glider, so hang gliding everywhere, just doing that a lot. That was a good art. I didn't want to get rid of the channel, and I didn't have the ability or didn't know how to move the videos over. So there's a Seth Presley channel that is cool. But please subscribe to Presley California Customs channel so we can get up to 420 and we can start locking people out because that's when it's going to be entertaining.
See, this is really cool. Joe McGraw says he may email me when the time comes. He's going to build 4 Telecasters out of some 50-year-old walnut that was given to him.
Ooh, I want a slab of that.
So it may be interesting. Joe, you feel free to do that anytime you like, buddy.
Yep. Hit me up. I'll take a slab of it and build you a telly body. I'd have to figure out exactly what I would charge you to do it from scratch from the slab, but it
And
would be
Patrick
nice.
Seitz is saying Gorilla Guitar Repair is a cool YouTube channel. I have not heard of this.
I've seen Gorilla Guitar Repair as well. It is good.
Well, that is the funny thing when you start talking about different channels. Like I said, my brother sent me a channel the other night. He called me once. It's like, this guy is really inspiring. It's awesome. It's like, and I had never heard of the guy, but he's like huge, right? He's a big channel.
Philip
Like, there's so much out there that you only know what you may only know. So it's just interesting what other people have stumbled upon, because when you really look at it, Ed hasn't been in this game all that long, right?
In the game. I know. Hey, Highline guitars, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got confused for a minute because Sweet Tea Guitars, I thought for a second was that Tease Guitars, but it's not. It's Sweet Tea Guitars. The guys is I mean, I almost want to say he's kind of like me. He's a little gruff. He got even more hardcore beard than me. I wish I knew his first name. Somebody could chime in. Because sometimes if you say Sweet Tease Guitars and their name, it'll send them a little, depending on the size of the channel. So they get the message that we are watching your stuff. It is cool. You are inspiring, and your beard is also cool. And then guess who I got next, Charles?
What's that?
Charles 75N with a little red dot, like you're up to something. I don't know. Yeah, it's great.
Honestly, I didn't make a list because in the reason why I didn't make a list was because in all our videos in the description,
I didn't make a list. I'm just using.
I always drop the OU812 style. It's where I got it from. It's not my invention, but OU812 style. I drop all those channels that support the channel, or they've got a channel, or we've had them on Chatting with Charles or Guitar Safari. They get a place in there. And,
I get it.
Because these are trying to in that effort to try to promote the channels that are around us in this community.
Totally. I talk about whoever I happen to see at the time that has my interest at the moment. And then it skips through a bunch of stuff. It goes surfing, cars. For some reason, Philip McKnight 2, which is like I don't know, I don't think I've ever been on that.
I tell you, this is of the two Philip McKnight channels, I prefer the Philip McKnight 2 channel because it takes me back to why I started watching Phil to begin with. I started watching Phil when I wanted to know how a guitar works, right? When I first came onto the scene. Right. And I really enjoyed his whole live stream, but it moves so fast and try to get a question in. And then, a lot of the questions are really basic because there's a lot of new guys there. But the second channel focuses on the stuff that people that may not have a longer attention span, because
they want it quick. They want, just tell me how to wire up this pot. Just need to do this real quick. I'm not sure how to do the tele wiring. Where do I put
all that workbench stuff and how stuff really works? And if you want to dive deep into it, that's what you find on the Philip McKnight 2 channel.
Okay,
which was what I really enjoy that for.
Right. Yeah, no, that's cool. People are gonna hate me. I got Trogley, KDH. And then Riffs, Beards, and Gears, Guitar Max. Ooh, did I just say Guitar Max?
You did. You really did.
Yeah, I did. I said it, and I'm proud to headbang with my.
I will say, in the beginning, I did watch a lot of Trogley. I don't watch hardly any of it now, but every once in a while, I will return to Guitar Max as a guilty pleasure.
Totally, because it's entertaining. It's entertaining, and Trogley's used to be an every night event in my house because it's the one thing that my wife will let me just turn on the TV that's totally guitar. That she doesn't care. She's like, "Oh, this is like a cartoon kind of blah blah." It's just easy to follow. I guess she likes the way he shoots his guitars too.
Yeah, and Martin makes a good thing here. He's not interested in watching a lot of the ones that are outside of the community here because he doesn't have a lot of time. He's a family man. He's got two kids at home and wife that want they all want his attention, and he's a hardworking guy. And
Busy.
working on his craft as well. And so he's like, I take my time and I concentrate on these folks in the community here. And I get that and I appreciate it.
Totally. Well, I have like my lists of all of the community, but then I also decided at some point, because there's times when I do have time off and I found like I would go through. So I decided to start subscribing to a lot. I used to be more picky, I guess is what I'm saying, about who I would subscribe to. Like I'd have to kind of know your channel, or I'd have to kind of, and then now it's like more, if I come across it, I'll subscribe and then I'll figure it out. I think that's what happens a lot of times where some people have the up and down. But I figure I'm not a YouTuber, but as a person who has a channel with a strong presence of 367 people, I feel I have a responsibility, Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Man was looking at an L5.
Ooh, come on. Shiny object.
Okay.
My buddy got a Gretsch today. That's a thing for everybody to be excited about.
Okay, which buddy? Because I'm confused.
My buddy Jeff.
Disturbance in the Gretsch universe today.
No, you're fine. It's gonna be okay. Make sure I keep this oriented correctly to where I can turn it and hold it.
Ooh, I'm liking this.
Yeah, it's like this cool kind of mauve-ish color, black headstock, and then he said he thought it was rosewood fretboard, but if that's true, then he won like the chocolate dark lottery. It looks like it's ebony, but anyway.
Here you go.
Either way, it's fine with me.
Brian brings up Riverdocs, and Riverdocs is a great guy. The best documentaries on YouTube. You want to know about your favorite favorite players and groups, this is the place to go. And the guy does a great live stream, usually on Fridays or Saturdays. And
is he still doing the 24-hour run it and gun it?
He is doing those from time to time. Yeah, he's kind of he's stringing them on, taking his old videos and stringing them together, the ones that fit together, and running it for 24 hours, so you can just kind of come in and out as you want. It's great. It's a great idea.
No, it's like, because people are in all the time zone. That's something that's trippy about the YouTube, that people are all over the freaking place. Somewhere where it's a totally different time. I'm kind of tuckered out. It's been a long day. The kids at school, they ask you all kinds of stuff. How to do this, how to do that. What's the answer to this? You're like, no, I'm just kidding. But then you get home from that and you do some stuff, and then you come down here and, so you're a little bit, but then somebody else on over there, they're just waking up, or they're really late. They're about to go to bed. That's kind of cool. All over the place.
Well, Eddie Face says, Kyra Chilling plays amazing covers. Watch her play and sing Led Zeppelin's The Rain song. So another great place to go, apparently.
I am a fast scroller when it comes to any kind of person who's doing, and I do it myself sometimes, like playing with Presley's was literally the thing that I scroll past super fast. Anybody who is playing a guitar and singing, gone. I don't want any of it. It's kind of mean, but I get it. So please, if you see me playing with a guitar and singing, scroll away, because it's probably going to be terrible for you to experience what I have to offer.
Well, our buddy Terry 3G says Chris Monarch, aka Highline Guitars, is another guy whom's been around for years. A builder, luthier, another solid guy to go to for guitar stuff, for sure.
Watched a bunch of his stuff, sought it out for finishing. Watched this thing on making a little spray booth. You should watch that, Charles.
Yeah, there is a whole. I wish I had the time to watch more than I do.
I'll send you. You do have the time to watch his one video on how to make a spray booth. It's a little tiny spray booth too, and it's specifically for like what you do with bodies. It's perfect, and you make it out of household or a couple of things from the hardware store, and it's like $40. It's a very useful video. Chris at Highline Guitars has been another inspirational and helpful person in the community who doesn't know me at all. I comment now and then. I don't think we've. Well, I think I told you about one time on his channel, I commented and some troll said something and I was super offended because I thought it was him saying it back to me. And it was a troll who knew. It was a troll who knew nothing, and I was kind of agreeing with him with something on action or something on relief that he gets on and explains, and a lot of people don't understand. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's great! I mean, hopefully people will get it." Somebody trolled me and like, "Get it? You don't know shit." And I was like, and then when I just read it because it came up as like like a post. So and so said this about your comment, and I was like, and I didn't see that it was somebody else, and I thought it was Chris from Highline that said, "Oh, you don't know shit" or whatever. And I was like, my heart is.
Well, Time Surfing Alien says T Woodford is another great channel. So go ahead and check that out.
And Woodford.
T Woodford and Ben, Ben's here giving us the channel GWOFS, and it's not ringing a bell for me. I don't know what it is. He's gonna have to spell it out later because I'm lost on this one, and now I'm intrigued. You know, there's a level intrigue here. You know,
GWOFS is a must.
And it's probably something that I should know and just can't put together right now in this moment.
An acronym doing woodwork or something. Who knows? Maybe he'll write it out. Illuminate us to what that acronym stands for, because we do not know. Anybody had a keyboard, not on their phone.
yeah, there is a Philip Knight 2 channel. Bo, there is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one shaking my head at this. Okay.
Yeah. We might know it, but sometimes acronyms, right? Too many freaking acronyms.
And Hobo Roadie is a fan of Sweet Willie T, rock and one man blues fan.
Oh, okay. Different Sweet Willie.
It's got to be good.
Wait. Hold on.
I should recognize that. Dave's World of Fun Stuff. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Dave's World of Fun Stuff. Great channel. I love his attitude, his sarcasm. It is a great channel. And of course, I wouldn't have recognized it by just the initials. I just wouldn't have.
Yep. Thank you for writing that out. Hey, what was the previous one? The blues player?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got Sweet Willie T.
Okay, I think I've seen Sweet Willie T. And please type this in, Hobo Roadie. Is he the dude that goes out and sets up and kind of busks? He's kind of slim. He's older with little glasses, and he sits there and he's really good. And he has like a hollow body kind of jazz guitar with a P90, and he freaking shreds on it and he loops. Is that the dude? Like Santa Monica getting tips. But
Terry, I kind of agree with about Guitar Max's channel. The one thing that really freaked me out was when he started using a sword to start opening guitar boxes. It's
fantastic.
Where are we going?
You got a sword. Oh, you got a sword. You might as well use it. I mean,
yeah, of course, Ben's backing it up. Of course, I should have realized if he would have said Dave's World of Fun Stuff, I knew exactly, would have known exactly where it was going.
Did you see the Randy Jackson signature on the sword?
Doing it for me. Friday after a hard week of work, that's not working.
No, I get it. You're done.
And hello there, Michael B. And I still I know you dropped the live from it. It's everything I can do to stop myself from saying Michael B live.
Can't you still say it?
I can, but I'm trying to stop myself.
Charles B. American
live anymore. He's Michael B now.
Man, Charles B. American.
So now it's not Michael B live.
Whatever you want.
B. You do the B. No.
Oh, I get it. You're just gonna re-emphasize as if because you did have a punch to it. Michael B live, but now it's Michael B. That's I do like Michael B with the end on the B. That works for me. I can deal with it.
Michael's got a great channel, and this is he plays with a band, but he does a lot of cool things on his own, and just a really fun guy.
Michael, I may have scrolled past you. I'm gonna have to go back and see. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. I've tried to subscribe to everybody that comes into our chat. I'll go back, I look through watch myself as I'm being stupid. And then I'm like, that's the one. I don't know that one. And I take it with a pencil, I write it down, and then I go and I try to find the channel and I subscribe.
I'm going to share my screen here for a minute. This is a channel that my brother turned me on to the other day.
Okay. You can take me down, I'm sure.
And it's Rick Renstrom Official. Guy has all kinds of challenges, plays the guitar. He plays the guitar, videos nonstop. There's some real gems in here. I was surveying this channel earlier today. It was one my brother called me about. He found it the other day. He was so excited about it. And he's like, you need to check this guy out.
Well, it's official.
So, so Rick is official. So, go ahead and check him
out.
Matter of fact, I am going to go ahead. I've got his channel here.
You're going to add it to the list.
And I am going to go ahead and post this into.
How many subscribers does that guy have?
Let's see. Let me go back here.
Did I say that bitterly? I didn't mean it that way. I meant, how many subscribers does he have?
He's got 20K.
Holy 20K. There's another big one.
All right. He
20K.
Doesn't necessarily need him, but guys got the view. He's got the subs for a reason.
Hey, anytime you can ask everybody to help you out with $1 and buy a small car, you're doing okay.
And honestly, the next channel that I'm going to share is this is Ben Coombs' fault, because
there's a lot of things
in the very beginning. You see my avatar right up there with me playing the Pinup and Skulls Telly, right? And initially it was just a Bitmoji that was my image with like a Gibson LP, right?
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that one.
And this guy was using a Bitmoji with the same guitar, because there's only 2 guitars you can get on Bitmoji.
You can only choose, right? Yeah, you got 2.
And so this guy's avatar was very similar to mine, except with his face. And so Ben was like, "Hey, you need to check this. You need to check this guy's out. He's using your picture, your avatar." I was like, "No, it's just the Bitmoji." And this is a mediocre guitar guy. Mediocre. Screw me. One of these days, I'm going to learn to talk. It's mediocre cover band guitar guy.
Okay, and that's not easy to say. Mediocre cover band guitar guy.
And this is a guy. He plays in a cover band, and he gets on and he brings up all kinds of interesting topics, and he just sits there and he kind of talks to you like this. He'll usually start his video out by playing something, and then he'll have a really thought-provoking thing to talk about, right? And every once in a while, he has a really great rant as well. And always real well thought out things from the musician's point of view.
Totally, but hard to say. Like Hilltop Ford Jeep Dodge Ram. Don't have that many names in one dealership. All right. If you want me to stop, I mean, I get it's convenient, but it's too much to say. Just call it Max or something.
And I tell you, one of my very, very off guitar guilty pleasures.
Okay.
Down and Back Cornhole podcast.
I love the name.
This is my favorite Coombs right here. I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Coombs. The Coomses are responsible for
the Coomses are all over YouTube.
I mean, if you want to dig and you want to look up some files, you can find out a lot. There's been a lot that's been done. No, I'm saying most of it was good. A lot of good shows. A lot of good people.
And hello there, Jeff K. Nice to see you in the chat. Thank
what
you
up, Jeff? What up? Oh, wait, hold on. We got to start kicking people out. Are we able to kick people out, Charles? Or can we do that? Is that a thing? How do you delete? And who?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What did you say? What? What?
Chat can tell us who to delete.
Oh, yes. L&M Guitar Corner. Thank you for bringing it up, because I was looking at Rusty's channel earlier today. Rusty's Guitar is someone that Martin turned me on to a long time ago. It is a great channel. And the same thing with Jeff McIrlin and Chris Buck. All great channels. Go and check them out if you're not already doing that.
Hey, can't we make every single person here, like almost every single person, a moderator? How many can you have?
It's I'm pretty sure it's pretty unlimited, but yeah.
You just make everybody a moderator, and then they can just start moderating each other, and that would be entertaining.
Well, our community is so great, we don't even need a moderator.
I know, but that's no fun. Oh, somebody light something on fire. Come on. I mean, you never had the one friend who just always has to shoot something, and you're like, "Where did the gun even come from? We are at church. Why?" And they just like, "Oh, check this out." You're like, "Why are you packing a gun?"
Well, Herb of Fireside Studio says, has anyone ever watched the Studio Rats? And this is one I haven't heard of. So this is, I'm sure this is one of those things that's right up Herb's alley, how to record stuff and how to do this and how to do that.
That sounds great. Like people into it, like creating and like doing a mix. I'm into that. I've done that before a little bit on playing some Presleys where I was just was looping.
Yeah. See, I think Keith H figured us out here.
What's that?
He says that this is a trick. Charles is just looking for more guests.
Right? Yeah. We're just looking for more people to book on Chatting with Charles Sunday mornings at
I deny it, but there is some truth there.
Yeah, I mean, you do need your guests at 9 a.m. Pacific.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Brian, for being so new on the scene, guy has an absolutely amazing channel. If you have not been over to Suturing for Tone, you are missing out. Ryan is retired. He is able to commit to this thing full time. He is putting out content left and right. And I have, found things from his channel that I hadn't previously seen at all. And Eddie Faye is pointing it out here that Brian has turned him on to Jojo Fry Rocks, and she's talented and sincere, And
actually, I subscribed to her.
That's a 2-4,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was one I subscribed to recently because of the mention. And I think when someone mentions it and then I see it anyway, I'm like, oh, blip, there we go.
Gary, you're not late. Matter of fact, my friend, we can start all over for you if you like.
Yeah, why not? Take it back to the top of the hour. Hold on, man. I got shrimp tacos happening tonight. We gotta wrap this baby up in 8 minutes, and we got Mitch Heyman happening.
I'm really tired of us having to stop a show because you want to eat fish tacos.
It's fine. It's kind of I'm on a regimented schedule, Charles.
The real reason why the show ended at 9:00 was long before Charles Green ever came along. It was because this guy has to eat fish tacos.
You're damn right. I've been waiting all week for my tacos. That's a treat. All right. And Sarah, who happens to still love and adore me, and hope she's listening as she's making these tacos, because she's so wonderful. She would never spit in my taco sauce, which for some reason she keeps my sauce separate from hers. Charles. It's not as spicy, or has a little more poison. Could be.
I wouldn't blame her.
Well, the thing is, you got to question that, right? Here, no, honey. Here, this is your sauce, huh? What do you mean this is my? Well, it's just not as spicy. I like spice. Well, no. This is your sauce.
Well, in Time Surfing Alien, he says, well, Rev Doctor's Guitars is a new channel that he's been enjoying, and very nice guy, very knowledgeable. So there's another one, Rev Doctor Guitars. Check it out.
I've seen it. Rev Doctor. Also seen Luthier Overnight or something. Overnight Luthier.
Want to welcome in Jedi Jingle Maker.
Oh, I like it. It's a Jedi, a jingle. Do you want to mingle? Do you have a partner or are you single? Come on by. He's Jedi guy. Bop, 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 bop. All right, I tried. That was pretty good. Pretty damn good. That was a good jingle. Don't you think?
I love this unfucking believable. Welcome in, my friend. He says, I don't watch YouTube, including now.
Yeah. Especially now. This is one specific hour per week that no one really pays attention.
No. He doesn't watch YouTube. It just shows up on his non-cop monitors.
That's great. Yeah. Not watching.
Non-cop.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Wayne, the reason why Ben gets blamed for everything is because he is the major instigator of everything. He is the reason why so many of our small YouTube channels are out there. We're all copying his playbook and achieving a little bit of success with it.
Hold on. Who's this guy playing guitar with a bunch of... that looks exactly like... Well, not exact, but that looks very much like my downside. Hey, why don't I turn on my computer? Wait. I'll try to be somewhat funny. Oh, wait, he's way funnier. Wait, now I'm funnier. What are you gonna do about that one, huh?
Hey, Jet A Jingle Maker, thank you for letting us know about that. So, Jet A Jingle Maker has a channel where he reviews gear, he does mods, he releases original music. So,
Wow.
thank you for joining us today. And
Amazing.
this is
Hell yeah.
one I'm gonna have to go over and check out this channel.
I like that. Well,
Yeah.
shit. I don't. Well, I guess I could do mods on my channel because I build
And
guitar.
Seth, I think that's one of the things we
I
need
don't
to
do
say here
reviews.
today is if you have a YouTube guitar channel, you are more than free to go ahead and promote your channel in our chat.
Oh, absolutely. That's why this show exists. Is for people who want to get into the guitar community to come on talk about a silly topic. Honestly, our topics are just kind of a jumping off point to get together and mingle. It's as if like you had say we were all working, in the same company. Well, we would make up a reason once a week that we should all have a meeting. Right, like, and each week you make up a reason and you go and but you don't talk for the whole time only about the one reason. That's how you get to know each other. That's how you make better decisions about the one reason because you know each other. So that's fun.
Joe, you may be onto something there. Maybe I do need some mods with all those cooms in the chat.
Well, and also Presley, I think your brother said that he offered to moderate me specifically. And I never met him, but he does drive a Harley and I don't. So I'll just give him that. Like, I don't mess with most Harley driving dudes.
I'll tell you, Eddie Fay in his time in watching the channel has turned me on to a lot of great things. He's turned me on some channels that I was already watching.
Yeah.
But Eddie Fay watches a broad variety of stuff, and so when he says Nathaniel Murphy is another great another guitar phenomenon that'll make you want to turn your guitars into firewood, I believe that.
Yep. I used to think that way about watching the guy that was playing for Norm's Guitars, which we didn't even mention, which has a good channel. But there's, anyway, the guy that was playing on his channel all the time, I used to think, oh my God, I shouldn't watch this. It's just like embarrassing myself. But then over time, if you take what you see and go and just play with it and make not what you were watching, your own version of it, sounds pretty good. As long as the person that you're playing it for didn't just hear them play, you'll sound pretty good.
For sure. It is just going on in the chat tonight there. Crazy.
Well, that's great because people are getting a bunch of information about fun places to go and waste time on YouTube. Yep.
Here you go. William says, make me a moderator. I'll kick everybody out.
Right. I love that. Would be like a battle. And we'd have like the subscriptions would be just flowing. Be a flow of subscriptions. Unsubscribed, subscribed, unsubscribed. Yeah, I had seen a guy at Chicago Music Exchange. I think I know who you're talking about, and they shred. And I think they do a lot of playing, just showing off the abilities of the guitar. I mean, sure, of course, they're showing their abilities too, but they're showing the essence of the guitar. And doing that, like when you're playing a Strat, playing it Stratty, and when you're playing a Les Paul, playing it in a different way, it does make a difference.
Well, thank you, Joe. We recently, I've recently gone over 500 and can monetize to some degree. Just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. Honestly, the real reason why I have the channel is just because I've been encouraged by folks like Ben and other longer YouTube channels that have been out there, and I just really enjoy doing it. This is my place of peace. This is where I go to relax.
It's like a hobby.
Yeah.
That hopefully doesn't cost like that. That's like the guitar building for me. Like it's a hobby that when you sell a guitar allows you to sustain the hobby without going backwards. It's rare that I'm making a ton of money on a custom guitar, but I put a ton of love into it and I got to have it for a long time or a while, and then I sell it.
I love this. Sarah is in the chat. She says,
"Oh,
I
of course,
finished work. Haven't started dinner yet, so don't rush."
Oh, great. Where's my shrimp taco? You know,
So
it doesn't
you are
take
going to
that
have to
long.
wait on those shrimp tacos, my
That's
friend.
bullshit. Hold, where?
Come on now, that ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
Come on now.
She is confirming, however, that there are shrimp tacos tonight.
Nice. Yes, that is. It's confirmation. I can at least. Yeah, you got to justice hammer of love. I love.
I
Sarah.
didn't realize I was this far behind in the chat because this is fun. And he's lying. We don't have separate sauces.
Oh, do we now, huh? Some nights she just puts a little bit in a different bowl. Tastes a little bit spicy.
Oh, I am. We are right at 9:00. I don't want to step on Charles.
Oh shoot! Yeah, no, we don't want to. We want people to go over and have it be like a flood, which is amazing. But
and him and Mitch are coming up with their show next. So, Seth, anything you want to say before we head on out?
No, it was really fun. If you haven't subscribed to Charles, go to subscribe to Charles. If you haven't subscribed to me, that's obvious. We will see you next week. We appreciate you guys coming on the guitar safari with us. We'll try to have a good topic and a good fun place to pick our noses and talk about picking strings.
And and have a great weekend. Check out all the shows this weekend. I'm still searching for a guest for Sunday chatting with Charles, and so the email is there in the description if you want to go. Oh, the email is there on the channel. If you're interested in doing that, let me know. I'll be reaching out to some folks tomorrow. But enjoy Charles Green's show. It's always a good time.
Totally.
Seth, thank you for another great show. This whole topic idea was Seth's brainchild, and I was so excited about it. And
what are you watching?
Honestly, I think this may have been one of our best shows.
It was fun. It was fun because we all obviously we're all here. Dude, thank you, L&M. Thank you, OU812. Thank you, Tone. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Times. Thank you, just everybody that was here. We'll see you next week.
Everybody already knows we love Ben. Everybody already knows we love OU812. Yeah. Everyone, Martin and Lucas Guitar Corner. They're
Fireside Chat.
Herba Fireside Studios.
Paul McNary.
Paul, you got Searching for Tone. All these guys, they're there for a reason, and we enjoy them. Thank you, everyone, so much. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday. And
we'll see you.
And
we'll see you Sunday.
Seth, do you have anything coming up this week?
Nothing. I might do something eventually. Once I get up to 420 subscribers, maybe I'll make a video. Right. Will it be a reward for people to subscribe to my awesome content?
But everyone, thank you for watching us once again and supporting both of our channels. This is just a great community. Have a great weekend. And I'm going to take you out with the best song ever.
Nice.
Come on, people. Charles and me. About to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down, one volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me, we're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone. 'Cause it's about to go down, one volume.